You're watching the extended review for Downcast. This is a really cool app, 4.5 out of 5 stars, and we're going to be going over some of the cool features that you can use this app for. Downcast is a better podcast application because it's fully featured and lets you do a ton of stuff that you can't do with the normal podcast that comes by Apple. Now, what this application lets you do is not only search the regular podcasts by Apple in the top lists and all the categories, all organized very easily. You can instantly add them to your downloads queue and listen to samples and all that stuff. That's really easy, but it also lets you do is add podcasts manually, and this is a really, really cool feature. So if there are podcasts that don't exist on the App Store for whatever reason, maybe they contain some music or contain something else that Apple didn't approve of, or it's just not on the App Store itself, maybe it's like a smaller podcast, what you're able to do is insert the feed right here. And what it'll do is it will subscribe to that podcast feed without ever having to go through iTunes, so that you don't need the middleman. You don't need iTunes to subscribe to a feed. So this is really cool if it's more of an independent podcast. Maybe it's not fully supported by Apple for whatever reason. You can get it in this feed right here. Now, if the feed requires a login to get it, maybe it's premium content, maybe a premium content feed that you need, you can put in your username and password and it will subscribe to it and it'll automatically input your username and password so it can get the downloads. And that's really cool. It's really cool that you can get the premium downloads right there just by importing your information. Now, what you can also do is you can sync to iCloud. So that's really cool. You can listen to it wherever you want. You can add cool playlists. You can listen to it in the background. There's a lot of cool stuff. It's all sorted here, which ones you've played, which ones you haven't. You can actually schedule. So you can have it for Wi-Fi only or on 3G if you want, or 4G if you want. And you can schedule every 3 hours at locations. So once you get home, have it download your podcast. That way it doesn't go over your network and cause data usage. Or you could have it update every few hours like this one is. There's a lot of cool stuff here, a lot of cool features, a lot of volume adjustment, discovery, all this stuff. It's all located in this, and it's a really great, fully functional podcast application. Recommend checking it out. Don't forget to watch the other top paid apps optimized for the iPhone 5.